Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel of Trigonometry. I'm Mr. X. Today is July 15th. We have a big day today for all the Nvidia and AMD shareholders. They both gap up massively uh, due to the news that their chips will continue to be sold in China. That's huge. That's a lot of revenue, new revenue coming in for both AMD and Nvidia. However, in my opinion, I think a lot of the good news are priced in already. We saw AMD basically ran from 134 to 154. Now it's like the high today was like 158, something like that. And Nvidia ran from uh one 152 to 172. Both have like $20 plus run in just a few days. I think it's a lot of big money. They knew about the news beforehand and they were front running the news. And today could potentially be a sell the news event for both AMD and Nvidia. And as I mentioned here in my Discord channel, I think this is a time to be very cautious about your long bets, especially when the semiconductor industry, other companies are gapping up very large today. I think it's a time to take profits off the table and reposition yourself. I made some hedging on QQQ, which it turns out to be counterproductive because QQQ was up quite a lot. And as I said here, my its calculation was that the NVIDIA and AMD basically let QQQ took off because of the news. So the more obvious short should have been IWM, which is down like almost 1% today. Yeah, but it is what it is. And we saw TLT today also getting dumped below $85 briefly today. I think this is not good for small caps. And also, it would bring more pressure on tech companies as well. Um, Even though we still haven't seen that across the board in technology companies, I think some of these over optimism on tariffs and the trade deals are a little bit over the top. And I've always used the crypto as a leading indicator. Crypto today also down quite big. Yeah, Bitcoin is getting down today. Bitcoin already pulling back to 116,000, and we see a lot of volume here, and it's getting dumped. So I think it can easily retesting like 110,000 to basically flush out a lot of the bulls, late chaser bulls right around this area. So um yeah, I see IWM pulling back to 220. IWM, we're getting a little bit of bounce right here, but it's barely holding on the 5 minute. I think we could get a small bounce and break down below here. So this 121 line is getting tested a few times already. One, two, three, four. You can see, say five. We tested twice today. Um, if it gets more test, it has more tendency to break down. My basic conviction is that more time the line get tested, it'll tend to get break. I think this time it can go to the downside to break this line and can all the way test 218 line. I am sensing a lot of weakness in some areas, but QQQ still seems to be holding strong, and I believe SPY is flat today, and we're seeing a lot of pullback. We're seeing a lot of, even though it does make higher highs right here, but we do see a lot of repeated like one, one, two, three, four, five. Like you're seeing a lot of the sharp pullbacks, and it's basically feels like a flat in consolidation, but it could be a distribution pattern as well. If it breaks below this SPY breaks below 621, it can run much lower. That's that's what I can that's what I see. So be very careful right here. Um, the next target would be 17.9618, and then the next would be 611. So I don't know we see all the way to like 611, but at least I think we should retest 618 to make a confirmation that this line can hold, and then we can go higher. But from the macro perspective, I think the market may be a little over optimistic about the tariffs and trade deals. They, the other countries, they may get a deal here and there, and even like the deals that we already made with other countries, it's not like a great deal for all the other countries per se. Like the Vietnam's getting like 20-30% deals. Like we saw all these deals, like not 10-15%. It's like 25-30%. It's much higher than we originally expected. And I'm not sure if this is entirely you can just brush that off. Also, I think there's another possibility that once we reach other deals, and then we basically just sell the news on those deals. That's entirely possible too. Because you think how far we have run from the April low to right now, and then we have the earnings season coming up. If we don't see the earnings continue to uh, outperform or beating expectations, and we're trading at multiple expansion territory, and that's where it gets really dangerous. So that's my opinion regarding the current market condition. I do have some QQQ puts right now for my hedge, and I'm holding those QQQ puts for now. I think we will eventually get a pullback just like the IWM right now. IWM pulling back at 1%. Yeah, it's again more time it tests the certain line, more times it tests, more likely it will tend to break. Now it seems like it's breaking down. IWM as we speak, IWM is breaking down. We have a gap around 120-ish, but if this doesn't hold, we will see 218. If we don't hold 220, we see 218. So I didn't do the video yesterday. I was a little busy yesterday, but um not did not miss too much. So I think today was a perfect time for me to make this video and to warn everyone about the risk in the market. And I think it's time to take profit off the table and risk off. That's all for today, and thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye.